Yeah, I mean, you can't. If you know a way to put on 30 pounds in a week, tell us, man. We're all for it. Or 40, or about 40 pounds, 40, 50 pounds. You can. I mean, that just takes some time. But he can walk around where he's maybe 207, 210. Where he's going to be a smaller heavyweight. But man, he's quick and explosive. He can use angles. If you saw the motion that he can use, I think just finding a way to be able to win in spite of maybe giving up some size. Then obviously he has more quickness. Then he can work on angle more. Then there's some things that he can't do that a big guy, the David and Goliath, whatever you want to say. I mean, there's a way to find yourself to have success around that. But the great thing about our team and our guys, man, when we ask them to do something, I mean, guys are like, yeah, okay, coach, yeah, let's go. I'm ready. You need me in there. Let's go. And that's how every guy. And we've had other guys that, some other guys that have, hey, coach, come on, man, let's go. I want to be the guy. And we're going to take 16 guys to Midlands. I think we're going to take about 4 other redshirt guys. So, we'll see. We'll see where those guys are at. They're gonna be in one of the toughest tournaments in the country. And you go win that tournament. I don't care what weight it is. Be like, well, we probably time to put you in the lineup. You trust him. You either trust him or don't. I don't think there's any in between. We got guys that are, and you talk to them, and hey, you got a schedule. I mean, I talked to guys this morning, like you get an idea what you're doing, you know what you're going to do, and they've laid out their schedule because I want them to be proactive, and I'll help guys, but they have to take the most ownership of their career. I mean, we're going to help them, we're going to guide them, but if I can't trust a guy to be able to take off 7 days and take care of himself, then I don't think we have the right guys either. So I don't know. I'm not concerned with that. I think it's good. Some guys need a little bit more time. Some guys need to stay really on the regiment that they've been doing, and that's what each guy's knowing the guy well what we've done. But I'm not concerned at all. We did the same thing. When I wrestled. We'd have about a week off, and you still take care of yourself. You get on the mat. If you want to be off the mat a little bit, but it truly is a lifestyle though, and what you're doing things. I mean, part of my everyday for about, I'm telling you, I'm going on about 27, 28 years, and part of every day is there's a workout in there. There's a sweat in there. There's something, and that just becomes who they are a little bit. And that's what these guys got to continue to take care of themselves. They're Division I athletes at a high level that are working to try to be national champions. So they're going to continue to take care of their nutrition and sleep and do all those things well. But also, we've had a good preseason. We've had a good season as far as training. Guys are in a great place shape wise. They're not all of a sudden they're just going to fall off the edge because they take a few days off. If anything, it can really help. It can help get you going again and really you get rejuvenated. So I'm not concerned at all about that. If I was, then I can tell you we wouldn't give them a week off. Then we'd probably stay here about 3 or 4 more days and give them about 3 days off, and we do it that way. But I trust our guys and believe that they'll come back and they'll come back ready.
When will you know the 16 guys
I got a pretty good idea right now. Just we've had a couple guys that are still kind of working back from injuries, and I know it's maybe a tough tournament to put them into first, but I believe. I mean, if guys are ready, they're ready. And that's kind of how I believe things. A little bit too. Some guys got to see some grade just from, hey, if you didn't take care of certain things, you know what, you also don't get that opportunity. You got to take care of both, and you got to take care of both really well. And if you don't, then I know you want to do this, but you didn't take care of this, then this doesn't happen either. So wait on a couple of those things, but got a pretty dang good idea. I mean, the 10 guys that wrestled yesterday are all going. We got some freshmen that are going to go too.
It's your last tournament format, and then it's 9 straight duels
Yep.
to the Big 12 tournament. So just knowing that, how important is the tournament format to get into this one last tournament before it's just dual meets?
I think, like I said, you can't duplicate the nationals in a dual meet. I mean, obviously, just because you said you don't have the matches, you don't have the breaks, you don't have the multiple weigh-ins, and I think it just simulates for us the national tournament. We get to do that 3 times throughout the year because we'll do it. We'll do it at Las Vegas. We'll do it in Midlands. We'll do it at the Big 12s, and then you have your 3-day at the national tournament. So it's not like it'll be a foreign thing to us. And actually, we do a few back-to-back days with our duels too. So we kind of get that back-to-back weigh-in feel that you don't always get if you have days in between duels. So I just want these guys to understand how good they are, how much we believe in them. So that's why we put a tough schedule together. That's why we put one of the tougher schedules, I feel like, in the country. And we'd make it tougher if we could get some other teams on the schedule. Bringing a team like Cornell out and getting Rob to come back out was cool. Getting a chance to honor him and his family and kind of the legacy of the Cole family, through UNI wrestling was cool. And I don't know if we'll keep that going or not. I certainly don't like being 0-2 against them. So I'm surely we'd like another crack or 2 or 4 or 6 or however many they want to go. But maybe we'll get them back on the schedule because I think it's a good team, and I think they've been in the top 10 in about the last 10 years. So they're perennially a really quality team. So I know I get off. You ask me a question, then I start talking about other things, and that's my mind's all over the place. But pretty focused too.